nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle. Be feeling like one of the ball playing niggas, you know.
Motherfucking Mike and Scott.
Yeah, you know a nigga got dough.
You wanna talk about ballin'?
But if I leave,
Hey.
the fans still gonna love me.
Used to be using the shoe by the stack on my money back in the day. Thought it was safer than bitch get to acting like she ain't gon' give me no neck. I'd rather go and count me some paper than razor blade saving that work when I got it. Mama was mad I was serving, I caught it. But what was I supposed to be doing when I could see money and I ain't got nothing in my pocket? I'm working it private like everyday nigga. We be on the block, nigga serving them watch. Bully be watching my pocket. I'm thinking about why that been winning my phone while I nodded. Dropping this dick on this little bitch that I had met. She had told me her nigga was locked up. I was gon' try to be sneaky and trap out her crib, but the way that my watch be popping up, you would've thought that a nigga was selling a doggy. It was cocaine that I rocked up, trapping up out of my spot with a latch on the door and a thick bitch on the couch. She wanna give me some pussy, but I only want her so I can put dick in her mouth. I was just fucking her friend last week on the low. Man, these bitches is hoes. Used to be wondering why my ex used to be tweaking. She fumbling off of that coke, coming up out of the bathroom after a shower, after she do a little powder, come in the room and be tripping and wonder why nigga got 25 bitches cooking and whipping this work up, and she don't even wanna come do the dishes. Phone going off while I'm whipping this work in the microwave, nigga, you know how I do it. Hung up the phone on this bitch I was talking to, pay attention to this work when I whip it up. Never had a silver spoon in my mouth, selling this work every day till the work gone. 2 or 3 iPhones still in my pocket, still I do all of my business on flip phone.
Hey, yo, hold on, cuz, turn this beat off right.
Yo, what the business is, y'all know who it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for that Coach for the Street podcast. Nigga, we back at y'all with more heat, with more content, more news. You know how we do. Tell them what it do, my G.
You already know what's going on, man. We gonna talk these facts, man. Keep the culture updated, man, and stay on our shit. It's a hustle every day. This shit is a hustle every day. Shit is not recreation. This shit is a hustle every day. It's a job.
I'm going to start off saying on this episode, starting off my condolences to the Duct Tape family in Atlanta. Y'all took a big loss, man. Rest in peace to Trouble, man.
Man, it's always the ones we least expect to lose, too, cuz.
Yes, man. Like, it's so easy to die in your hometown. It's so easy to die in your hometown. The last 2 years, what we seen, majority of the niggas getting knocked down in their hometown. You know what I mean?
It's sad in this case because with Trouble, we watched him reinvent himself in the game, because when he first came out, you know what I'm saying, he was doing like, it was kind of like the drill vibe almost. Basically, as far as the visual go. Because there was 1,000 guns, choppers everywhere.
Yeah, they was on the bullshit.
They flags, they on they bullshit.
Yeah, they was on the bullshit.
To see him tone that shit down, reinvent himself, and keep leveling up with his artistry until he ended up breaking that barrier and going from an underground rapper to a mainstream artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And with a Drake feature.
Yeah, we watched him do this though.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what I'm saying? It would have been, we probably would have accepted this shit more if it happened at the time when he was still on the
bullshit,
the extra thugging in the board. You see what I'm saying? If he would have got, if he would have got clipped when he was going through that, we had probably accepted a little bit more. But nigga toned it down. Nigga doing something totally different now.
And allegedly, from what his sister said, he was gunned down while sitting in his car after the club.
You ain't never noticed how the car has become the most dangerous place to be in? That shit almost more dangerous than sitting outside, because a lot of niggas dying in their car.
I mean, and what causing them to sit in the car is the phone.
Wavy Navy Pooh died in the car.
Tupac died in the car.
Tupac died in the car. Biggie died in the car.
Dolph died in the car.
Dolph died in the car. Well, no, he wasn't in the car.
Who,
He
Dolph?
was inside the cookie shop.
Oh, okay. You right.
Dolph was in the cookie shop. But
But
majority of these people that's little XX Extension was in the car when he died.
I mean,
A lot of artists have got shot while they were in their car.
in their hometown,
You see what I'm saying?
it's dangerous.
This shit dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's not nothing to play with.
True
People
Bleeker
can,
shot
yeah.
in the car.
And that shit was a triple homicide. Only one survived.
Only places we ain't seeing niggas get killed in their cars, New York, because that's walk down city. They walk down on you and put it to you. You see what I'm saying? Most niggas in New York getting clipped. Only nigga that might have been sitting in the car when he got clipped was Maserati Fox. Rest in peace, Maserati Fox, man.
Rest in peace.
He was sitting in the car at a stop sign or a light or something when he got clipped. But
And
cars
trouble,
become dangerous, man.
and trouble is one of them ones, man. He wasn't just a rapper like Holmes. He stood for something. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about his gang. I'm talking about he was one of them young cats in his generation that stood on morals and principles. You feel me? And
Like an old school nigga.
Like an old school cat. He was polished right. And but like Boosie gravitated to him because he said when he first met Boosie and invited Boosie to his studio, he had nothing but pictures of him all over his wall. You know what I mean? So he embraced him. And matter of fact, he's on Boosie last tape or whatever. You can see Boosie all on IG, kicking it with him in Atlanta and everything. They built like a relationship, but it's like I said, man, it's sad to see our kings that come from nothing get slaughtered in the city where they come from, and they still like Boosie was saying, motherfuckers I don't know why they don't listen to these words of wisdom when these niggas put it out there and tell them like, bro, your hometown will get your whole head tore off. We have seen it happen so many times. It's hard for niggas to overlook that, but the thing is, niggas not paying attention.
Niggas more comfortable at home though.
Yeah, they more comfortable at home, but at the same time, it's like to be honest, it seems like home don't love nobody.
It don't when you the one that became successful,
Right?
And they want the same spot,
right? Your name is cemented in the southern hip hop world of today. You know what I mean? You got hot singles that are being played in the club. You know what I mean? You got videos with some of 2022 today's hottest artists. Like we can go from Thief in the Night to Keys to the Streets. Like Trouble.
He got them hits.
He did a lot of elevated, man, and to see it go out bad like that is all wrong, man. It's all fucked up, man. It's just, and I know Atlanta is hurting on this one. I know Thug are hurt by this. I know Lucha hurt about it because when the internet was boosting that shit up between the two, saying, oh, YFN this and YSL that, he was saying like, y'all fuck niggas, y'all just want to see two young black brothers kill each other. You know what I mean? And I bet both of them niggas saying that shit while they in jail. Like, boy, that nigga Scoob tried to come to both of us like men and be like, hey, y'all ain't gotta hang with each other or whatever, but man, let's fix this. He did that. Out of all of the rappers in Atlanta, he honestly tried to mediate it. Everybody else was letting it go on, but at the
we
same
all know how hard it is to mediate shit, man. When
right, once blood on the floor,
dead.
yeah. But at the same time, 2022, you starting to see niggas starting to break barriers and sit on platforms with the opposition. You see what I'm saying? And you at first you couldn't put them two niggas in the same room. So for two oppositions to be in the same room on a big platform and sit down like men, that comes with a lot of growth.
It do.
That comes with growth because it's too many hotheads in the world. You see what I'm saying? And somebody has to set an example. Somebody has to set an example. And I think it's a start. I'm not saying that, niggas gonna forget about what happened this time and that time, but at the same time, it's niggas is getting fed up and people want to change. The ones that's mature, they trying to kill that devil that destroyed, that got us looking at us blacks different, because we already see what's going on 2022, all these mass
Somebody
shootings.
gotta be the mediator though, cuz.
Yes. Like, if we don't get this shit together, like Tupac said, we doomed. We steady switch cheesing each other.
Well before Tupac. What was that one song when they all was on the same song? Self-destruction.
Oh yeah, for sure. Self-destruction.
That shit 30 years old, nigga.
And it still resonates
right
today.
Now, nigga, we crashing out.
And it as you become older and you transitioning from the streets into a different path, not saying you got it all the way there, but you see the vision once you transition. Like, okay, I know a lot of my bros mind damaged and shit like that, but hey, I can show them something. I'm not saying I can change these niggas' way of thinking, but I can show them something, and maybe it will click a switch on in these niggas' head like, hey man, this shit right here could generate money for the both of us. I know niggas ain't ready to stop feeding their families and just say fuck it and go do time. Ain't nobody that damn stupid. I'm not grown person. Anybody that's mature know, okay, if you in the gang or whatever and you been in this shit for a little while, at some point, if you do see an opposition, you not trying to goddamn bang on this man or whatever. You gonna say it's a respect thing. You feel me? Cause everybody, let's just be honest. Everybody politics is not set up like Chicago politics, or not set up like LA politics. You did what I'm saying? Like say for example, how it is in LA, okay, you got 30, 40 phase set up that, you gotta knock out when you go in there. Minus you come to Georgia, all of the gangs in the same dorm together. Okay. But at the same time, niggas got motion going on in here. You got niggas really running through bands. They got them a mule, of course, that's bringing everything in. And before they let a nigga that come in, before they let a hothead come in the dorm and try to fight an enemy, you gonna get put on the door. You not even gonna be able to put your shit on the bed, because for one thing, you not finna stop what these boys got going on in here. These niggas got life sentences and shit. These niggas got all kind of contraband and some more shit going on in here, and they getting money with everybody in the dorm as a whole. And before they have a CERT team or whatever come down here and tear this bitch up, your ass gonna get tore up.
See, it's different in Ohio prisons because it ain't like that. All the gangs is in the same blocks with each other and all that type shit. But niggas ain't giving a fuck about them niggas over there. Got the pack and they move and they shit. Niggas don't give fuck. Niggas is stealing packs. I seen a nigga sneak into the visitation and intercept another nigga pack. And come up out that bitch running from the police, nigga, and shook him on the yard. Like, it's just different. He ain't want no punishment behind that nigga. His nigga was gonna stand behind him regardless of his decision to do some shit.
Yeah,
nigga,
that's why I say every state.
Nigga who pack it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like every state
beat him up, so he got away with the pack, and you papped the other nigga. You papped the nigga who packed that wanted to work out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it don't be like nigga coming here with all the bullshit, nigga. Niggas coming there, niggas. You could be like, nigga, that's such and such phone. It's gonna be a nigga coming there and be like, man, I don't give a fuck who phone this is, man. Hello? Shit. You just gonna have to go knock a nigga top off while he talking to his people because don't give a fuck. It ain't it's you know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that like that. It's just
you know why? You know what's why like that? Like I explain to niggas all the time. Majority of these people that are in Georgia prisons, they homeboys are rappers. Successful rappers from Atlanta. So with that being said,
a little bit different too.
Yeah, so with that being said, okay, just hypothetically speaking, I'ma just throw a name out there. So let's just say a nigga got a nigga like 21 or some shit. That's his personal partner. 9 times out of 10, you know, it ain't shit for him to call the gang and be like, hey man, we need some phones down here, and 50 phones get dropped off, or 50 cans of tobacco type shit might get dropped off. Niggas got niggas that can make shit shake and feed everybody. Everybody in the dorm could get some money. Even the one that ain't going to the store like that, they can put a couple soups and shit in his pocket. You see what I'm saying? Because you already know once a motherfucker gets stabbed or whatever, they gonna lock the whole goddamn prison down. Ain't no movement.
None.
Yeah.
Everything got a lock on it at that point.
For sure. And ain't no telling how long.
Real fight do that.
Yeah. So and then if the chain gang get locked down, ain't no telling when the war ain't gonna take everybody off motherfucking lockdown. And here it is, you got money to make. Your mule can't make no moves. You know, everything gonna pause, and that's gonna cause some shit.
It will.
Yeah, it's gonna cause some shit, especially when niggas saying 6 figures. You know what I mean? Type shit, motherfuckers playing with some nice little paper behind the wall, and you know, it's all about the respect thing, like I was saying down south. You know, everybody else politics, you know, they on game time, crash time, whatever, you know. But like I was saying, it's the shit life. It's fucked up when solid dudes try to build a bridge for the real ones and try to flush out the fuck niggas. It don't never go that way. In the streets anyway.
Cause you always got somebody in the shadows like, nigga, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, all the way.
Smile when you looking in their direction, they smiling at you. You see what I'm saying? But as soon as you turn your head, it's like, nigga, fuck that nigga for real. Them the ones you can't. Them the ones you gotta watch, but it's hard to watch. Right. You don't know who them is. Them could be your best friend. It could be your cousin. It could
anything,
be
man.
Outside, sliding with, did time with, trap with, all that. But because one thing open up for you and you become more successful or more light shed on you, the niggas become Alpo. I ain't talking about the snitch part, but Alpo wanted to be A. while A was in there trying to sit out and not be all in the strobe light shit. Alpo wanted to be in the strobe light when A was trying to stay out the light.
Right.
He wanted to be A for real. You acting like you got his money and his ego, with he acting like he ain't got no ego and he got more money than you. Niggas it's like that, man.
It is.
If you walk outside and just go to the hood and just hear niggas like, man, I seen nigga count 60, 70,000. Niggas watching your pocket. You have to be careful.
Oh yeah. All they waiting on is for you to say no.
That's it.
That's all they waiting on you to say no, so they can go for the cross.
Cause a rapper is two things: a trophy or a come up. Cause we all know rappers always got money on them, or the jury,
or jury.
And or if you maybe have both. None of that shit, then you just kill him. You just like, yeah, I killed this rap nigga.
No, it's only a special kind that the robbers going for. They ain't going for no duck.
So it's like it ain't no win in this shit, man.
Nah.
And if you tone yourself down, then your fans looking at you like you ain't really that word.
But at the same time,
weird.
You gotta, but at the same time, if a nigga base his life off the fans, nigga, you definitely a crash dummy. Cause I'll be damn, I'll tell, listen, ain't nobody gonna trick me off the streets. I don't give a damn about no street credit, no street nothing.
What is whatever when you done been through all the shit?
Exactly. The fuck I'm finna be on the same goddamn block where all my niggas done died and they kids out there now on that same block. I'm in the way. You at some point you gotta let it go and move different. I'm not saying you gotta leave the streets alone, because hey, and people gotta do what they gotta do.
Because he was just sitting in his car.
Yeah, man.
We don't know if he was in the hood.
Right.
His last tweet said that he was in nigga 12 was everywhere. So if he feel like that tonight, the last place you finna be is where the police gonna be at, which is in the hood all the goddamn time.
Mm-hmm.
So I doubt he was like just in the hood like that.
Whoever did this, they laid on him, and it happened, man. That shit really fucked up, man. Cause silent ones, we losing these niggas all the time,
every week.
All of these old fuck niggas that do all this lame ass police ass shit every day, they get a pass.
We ain't just losing them to death. We losing them to,
to the streets.
To the fact that they losing their freedom too, though. Because if they ain't dying,
they going to chain gang
cases.
They going to the feds, and it's like at some point, niggas gotta realize, like, hey man, I ain't trying to be in the same lineup with the last 60 niggas going to the feds. I'm going this way. I don't care who rocking out with me, but I'm going this way. I ain't going that way. Because these people now that they ain't playing.
No, they ain't playing.
They don't give a fuck about you being no artist, none of that, man. They want them pockets.
And I'm gonna say this again. When you get the bag and you become rich and you was a hood nigga, you been in the streets all this time, and you make it out, your ass becomes the influencer. So why the fuck is you still influenced? That shit is backwards as hell to me.
Yeah, it is, man. And on another note, man, all of the J Prince Chronicles just popping out of nowhere.
You already know, cause I've been wanting to talk about this so bad.
I'm talking about
it off.
The Do or Die clips, the Gangsta Nip clips, the Big Mike clips. Man.
And just the obvious if you know the history of rap a lot.
For
See,
sure.
we kind of more hip hop historians with this shit, so we know without having to go all the way in debt all the time. We had these conversations off camera all the time about rap a lot because we can't understand how you can have a label that had just as many artists as Def Jam on it. And these artists, you can't tell me all these most of the artists that came out on Rap a Lot, mainstream, were successful. But when you look at them prior, up to date, present day, even back in the day, it don't look like their appearance didn't strike you as they was making money. You didn't see Rap a Lot niggas. You didn't see Rap a Lot artists wearing chains until like the Tila era.
I don't even think I recall a Rap a Lot chain then.
Tila was like the first nigga had a Rap a Lot chain on.
Hmm.
So now we got to go all the way back to the fucking 80s. Ghetto Boys come out. Stepping Stone, they turn into legends. In the process, these niggas is living legends. Rest in peace, Bush Bill. But these niggas was stamped legends before the mid-90s. Let's just be honest. And then we, at this time, we've been following the Ghetto Boys from the late 80s all the way into the 90s. We ain't seeing no Rolexes. We ain't seeing no chains. These niggas dressed like they just came out the dope house. Getting served. Because they didn't look like they was the servers. Like, nigga, come on, let's just keep it real. Texas niggas get money.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
If you look at Texas history and rap, them niggas have always been up to par as far as fashion, as far as jewelry, as far as cars.
They had their own drill.
Setting trends, just all the whole shit. So for the Ghetto Boys to go through they with 80% of their career looking like bums, while the CEO got probably 2 rollies on. Some Rolex chains, got a branch, got a record label, got a convoy of cars. You got niggas that'll snipe a nigga. You got niggas that'll do all this shit, but you ain't paying no fucking body like you should be. All these rappers we can name right now, if they still living, look at how they look. I'm pretty sure they ain't living in no $1 million mansion. I'm pretty sure they ain't driving in up-to-date Bentleys and shit. Nigga, cause nigga, they didn't reap the benefits of their labor because they got screwed by the most successful, worst CEO in hip-hop history.
And what make it so bad, that roster is so big. That shit was big in the 80s. And he had heavy hitters like, nigga, let me hear a compilation song like with everybody on it, with K Rhino, Devin the Dude, 3-2, Ghetto Boys, Big Mike,
Face Mob.
Man, when I tell you that song was so long, like I had never heard it, but it came off of Ghetto Boys album. Shout out my nigga Blackie, let me hear it. But the roster was deep way back then.
They had, dude, man, listen, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you look at the history of Rap a Lot, until the chain emblem era, where most labels had the logo on their chain, the Death Row, the Bad Boys. Rap a Lot come way before all of them.
Right.
You ain't see no Rap a Lot chain. Tila was out around the time these niggas is starting to get they real success up. Bad Boy and Death Row. Now you start seeing the Rap a Lot necklace. Because why you see a Death Row chain? Because you see Bad Boy chain. Like Jay Prince was fucking all his artists from the jump. No Vaseline, like Ice Cube would say, nigga. And no, I ain't saying pause because that nigga Jay Prince literally fucked them niggas.
it was a whole lot of shit that was going on that couldn't be said because of the politics of where niggas stayed at in the power that be could get some shit done.
It wasn't at that point. That ain't even the politics. It's niggas was scared.
Yeah, I'm talking about. You got to think about it. Way back in the 80s, Jay had power in other states.
He did.
You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. So by you can leave here and think you going somewhere else and end up in my partner city.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? And niggas could find out what's your location and shit back then. You know, shit was a little different back then because it wasn't no cameras and going live and all that shit. So I'm pretty sure a lot of shit got took to the grave. A lot of artists that died from the label know some shit that
I just,
you know,
I can't respect no nigga, man. He had what Run DMC. These niggas, Ghetto Boys was the Run DMC because of Rap A Lot.
the South.
Rap A Lot was the Def Jam of the South.
Yeah.
So when I say these niggas was the Run DMC, I'm speaking volumes.
Mm-hmm. Pioneers.
Cause they ain't just stay in the South. They nigga Mind Playing Tricks on Me alone peaked the US. That shit went out of the country and shit.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
Come on, man. And for Scarface and Willie D to not have recouped or received, they just do monetary wise, just from Rap A Lot, it's fucked up. You see what I'm saying? And I know for sure Willie D and Scarface hold on to a lot of shit they want to talk about, but out of respect for Jay Prince, and I ain't gonna always say niggas be scared. Sometimes it just be out of respect. When you got respect for people, regardless if you ain't seeing eye to eye, you ain't gonna talk down on a nigga to nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can understand that shit too. Cause I don't look at Willie D like he no bitch ass nigga.
No. Hell no. Some niggas just don't publicly talk about real shit, should I say. Cause this ain't got nothing to do with street shit. It's personal.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
So like that wasn't a public thing in
right. Right. That wasn't that ain't nobody. It was never, you know, if you using the mind frame that them old school cats have, they business ain't nobody business. Them the type of laws they go by. They only tell you what they want you to hear. They not finna tell you about what's going on in their personal lives. This just became a new thing when YouTube came out. Niggas started getting on drugs, blurting out, saying everything, you know, they been wanting to say for years type shit. So that's why these videos are coming out now. You see what I'm saying?
Comfort of your home.
Yeah, for sure. So, and by niggas having YouTube, it's hard to stop the algorithm. You can't stop it. It's too many bloggers in this world that's gonna get the information out there. It's more like each one teach one type shit. You just putting your own spin on it. But like I said, whoever this guy is that's making these videos, they're making all these chronicles, they are actually talking to people that are real resources in that area.
I went through that shit.
Yeah, so now ain't nobody just really like freestyling this shit off the dome type shit, cause a lot of shit really happened over there.
You gotta think about it, cause we've never heard no real Rap A Lot stories. Jay Prince always running around trying to tell the story. Nigga, let all the niggas that was in the building tell the story, cause Def Jam artists can always tell you stories. You don't see the nigga that's running Def Jam always blocking them. Nah, man, let me talk, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I found the nigga down by the store and shit, and I had, man, they letting them niggas make their legacy.
Mm-hmm.
He want to be the legacy, but he want to use them to build the legacy. That's basically what it is. Like, Face shouldn't have had to go Def Jam South to get a bag he deserved. That was well deserved. Def Jam South gave him that money because they understood what type of player you had coming to the team. Nigga, you can't sign a Jordan and underpay this nigga. Scarface is a Jordan.
He is one of the biggest name in rap history, hands
Like, the Ghetto
down.
Boys are older. I understand that too. They're not gonna be into all the shit the younger generation of hip hop is into, all the finer, up to date fashion and cars and the fuck shit. But let's just be honest. We can see that the Ghetto Boys didn't reap all their benefits, man. Neither did Zero, neither did Yuck Mouth, and that's my favorite rapper. I thought once he went over there, that first joint came out, took off. Then it was just like, you never get to reach your peak over there.
Yeah.
Nobody got to reach. Tila to me was the most outside the Ghetto Boys. Tila was probably the most successful mainstream artist Rap-A-Lot had.
How many albums he did with Rap-A-Lot?
I don't know. Because you got to think, he was on Swap House too.
Right. I think he gave, if I'm not mistaken, he probably gave him 3.
Because you got to think, when I'm So Tired of Ballin' and all that shit came out, that was Swap House, I think.
Right, that was the first one. All of the other albums came up on the Rap-A-Lot.
Yeah, but when he came out on Rap-A-Lot, he had some hits that was just as big. What was the one not I'm So Tired of Ballin', it's another one.
Sure enough. With Ball and G.
Swap House though.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I only remember one. I remember one song.
He had to tune in when I'm on it. I can't remember the word, but that was Rap-A-Lot though. That was on his first Rap-A-Lot CD. I forgot what it was called.
I just remember the single he had, Where Them Hoes At, Where Them Hoes At, There Them Hoes Go, Bring Them Hoes Out.
Hits over there too, but by the time he gets over there, he's already mainstream, so it was able to carry over into his next projects and into his character as well. Whereas Zero never reached that peak over there. 3-2 never reached that peak over there. All these Rap-A-Lot niggas, Face Mob never reached their peak over there. It's a lot of motherfuckers that was on Rap-A-Lot that never reached a peak over there when they should have, because they was the staple of the South. They was the Def Jam of the South. What's wrong?
But they didn't have to go that route. They went that route anyway. You got to think about all the other labels that did their own thing. The SUC did their own thing. I forgot. The other independent labels that came after Rap-A-Lot in Houston, like
but SUC came out. SUC chains everywhere. Swisher House came out. At Swisher House necklaces everywhere. You couldn't spot a broke Swisher House nigga, or you couldn't tell, because when a nigga get introduced to Swisher House on the mixtape, they always got introduced on the mixtape. When the nigga came out, and you knew this was the new nigga. When Mike Jones came out, he had a big watch already, a big chain. When Magno came out, he had a big watch, big chain. All these niggas that Swisher House putting out, they came out looking like they was on already.
Facts.
Screwed Up Click too. Everybody on Screwed Up Click had a piece of chain, a watch, candy paint on their slab. Them bowls was poking out.
Yeah, they was doing their shit.
Fresh, nigga.
They shit. They the one brought the slab culture
So
out.
how the fuck did Rap-A-Lot miss this whole trend of showing niggas like we get to it too? Because all you showed them was niggas look dirty. Like I said, once the Bad Boy Death Row era starts to come in and these logos is everywhere, Wu-Tang Clan necklaces and all this shit start popping up. Now you see artists starting to get signed to his label and this Rap-A-Lot chains and shit now. Cause we didn't see nobody from the Ghetto Boys popping rollies and shit to the good, bad, the ugly.
I mean, honestly, I never saw a flashy side of Rap-A-Lot. Never.
Exactly.
I never saw a flashy side. All I heard was good music.
Like UGK took the flashiness over there, but by the time they established artists already, he didn't have to build them up. They already established. They know what it takes to be in the hip hop environment. They was already into the fancy things, and they was street niggas already. They was trap niggas already, so they was used to having money. They knew how to be niggas, and they went by certain codes. And so did a whole bunch of other niggas in Rap-A-Lot because they was street niggas too. Some niggas just gonna bow down, and some niggas ain't though. Pimp C won't want to bite his tongue, nigga. Pimp C ain't gonna, you ain't gonna owe him no money. And Pimp C, hey man, J man, where my money at, man? He one of them niggas. He gonna go ask that nigga, man. I don't give a fuck if his ass whooping on the other end to be.
But everybody asked them about their money.
It was how they asked.
Yeah, they ain't doing on camera.
Might call from New York. Hey man, I was just calling because I was just in concerns to my bank account numbers ain't changed. You know, they soft about it. Some niggas gonna call nigga like Big Mike, nigga. He probably bitch ass nigga. You short motherfucker. Where my money at? Oh, you ain't got my money, huh? Went through gasoline on all that shit.
Burnt up both of the studios.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody not going. Whereas Willie D and them left, woo, came back, left, came back, all these kind of situations. They used Big Mike to replace Scarface. But it didn't last long because, nigga, when you not paying the star, how you gonna maintain the team?
Right.
You got to pay the stars.
Right.
You don't see no niggas having no problem giving Drake their money. If Drake want $1 billion to sign a motherfucker deal right now, you don't think a record label will give him that billion?
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
$3 billion off this nigga.
Easy.
So I'm saying this shit. I don't know. Jay Prince just is, like I said, he is in the black community. He's the worst successful black CEO in hip hop, man. There's no way that we looking at a whole building full of artists, a whole sea full of artists that ain't successful tens of millions up, man. Because that's how successful, when you can drop damn near everything you dropping over there going gold and shit. As a CEO, you know how much money you getting that for that.
That ain't even including masters and shit. Publishing.
Right now, man, Jay Princeton on the whole Rap-A-Lot shit, man. That nigga probably can get over a half a B.
Yeah, he caked up. He when I tell you that roster was like No Limit in the fucking 80s. Jesus Christ.
It was crazy.
Everybody on there, I'm talking about, I didn't even know K Rhino was over there at Rap-A-Lot first.
And that's how you know Jay Prince was screwing everybody over, because look how much motherfucking money all them niggas on No Limit made. Now, what they did with their money is out of another nigga hands. Once you get your money, what you do with it is out of a nigga hands.
They ain't got nothing to do with nobody.
None of them niggas talking about, man, P didn't give me my money, man.
Oh, they gave him some money.
Nigga. You never hear none of these niggas say, P, ain't no niggas coming out today talking about shit. Well, y'all talking about Jay Prince, P ain't giving nigga their money neither. It's gonna be Birdman Chronicles before it's Master P Chronicles. P got so many rappers walking around talking about they ain't had real money till they got with P.
Yeah.
I ain't have something in my own name till I got with him. We didn't
They-
see no broke rappers over there. They all had presidential rollies. They all had their own cars, big ass houses, talking they ghetto shit.
they did a lot of them. He gave that bag too. They fumbled it too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like I said, when
he
you
gave them
give
their
their
money.
I don't think a lot of niggas on rapper. You can't fumble a bag you didn't get to juggle.
Yeah,
The nigga Jay Prince was paying them niggas like how them niggas be doing Crip Mac. Yeah, man, we made 150,000, but you know what I'm saying? This here go your cut, here go 7,000. Cause they think you stupid.
and
Like, come
and
on, man. They
and
press the
like
motherfucker, man. I'm gonna tell you who reaped the benefits of all the artistry that everybody came over there and created in hip hop. The whole fucking roster of Rap-A-Lot. His sons. They walk around and riding around and wearing the jewelry and shit of the work that the artists put in for Rap-A-Lot.
they straight forever. They straight. They sitting on a diamond mine of publishing and masters.
Like, who's to even say? I know for sure Tila's situation was different with Rap-A-Lot because to get him to come from a place where Draper ain't having no issues giving niggas they money, to get Tila to leave that situation to go over here, you got to have a bigger bag, and my motherfucking contract got to be looking the same
Good,
or
yeah,
better. So Tila went over there. His situation was better. His proceeds was better. His return was better than most of that because what he did with another label. He's a major player over here at another label outside of A-Ball MJG. You got to give him a bag. And he already successful over there too, so he getting a stupid bag on his royalties. Look how he came out at the MJG UGK. That nigga came out, nigga still $10,000, $15,000 mink on whatever the fuck that was. I know about 10, 15,000.
yeah.
I'd have been to the coat store. That nigga came out looking like he still just dropped Tila. That nigga look like that just came out yesterday. Like he wearing his success.
Yeah.
Like I expected him to come out looking like the typical Rap-A-Lot nigga usually do. Regular. Man, nigga came out look like he pimping right now.
And the crazy situation about how these people ran the game on Boosie's son about him having a female pregnant and coming with fake DNA tests and all. That shows you. I'm glad he taught his son like it's a dirty game. They gonna come after you, son. You know what I mean? Don't believe these goddamn. Don't believe all these females. Some of these motherfuckers just on the come up because they know.
But it's also not irregular though.
Huh?
That go on in the hood all the time.
Yeah, but it's different when motherfuckers looking at it as a come up. That's what I'm talking about.
It's worse when you're a celebrity because you got bitches that cover up out the fucking bad garbage can and try to swallow the nut up out the motherfucker or say the nut in the motherfucker try to go get pregnant off the shit. It's thirsty people like that in the world that's trying to get their ticket on in the game and boost his son famous. So he got to worry about that 1,000 times more. Where even if they were just regular motherfuckers, he still would have some. It probably would be 1 or 2, 3 ratchet bitches walking around the motherfucking in projects trying to blame a baby on. You see what I'm saying? Like that shit is we know how common that type shit is all the time.
And I know that could piss a person off. You buying all this stuff in advance for the child and everything. You prepping for it, and at the same time you waiting on this paperwork to come back, and it's not legit.
And it's public embarrassment.
Yes. So I know, like Boosie said, it's messed up. I'm finna sue everybody. The company that made them fake things, and I'm gonna sue the mama. I'm gonna hit y'all in y'all pockets. Y'all dead ass wrong. And I would too for trying me like that. Y'all
Yeah, I
trying
would.
to,
If you didn't put any money into it, I definitely would be suing.
yeah, you done actually paid. You done bought some shit off Amazon or whatever the case may be, trying to,
But the only reason this shit really trending is because Boosie a character.
for
So
sure.
he kind of made it comedy. He
He
kind of
a
made it
super.
comedy.
He's. I'm looking at it now like Boosie trying to go superstar status. He not just looking at this shit as a rap. He want to be. He ready to hop into acting, and he already got different bags of revenue coming in from different areas.
The
So
brand.
yeah, he's a brand.
At this
So
point, Boosie don't even have to become a superstar. His name is so much
it's
branded
yeah.
that it just got
It's
to be by Boosie. That's it.
he's cemented.
So
So
it's like, he able to control social media because he's comedic and people love his character.
they
You know what
love
I'm
him.
saying? Like his real
he
character.
he
Like
shows it all.
he
Like he
doesn't
could
act
be
like that's not an act.
he could be on the bullshit one minute, and next
Yeah.
next thing you'll see Boosie in church.
And he naturally funny. He don't have to. It don't got to be no gimmicky shit. He
That's
naturally
that's
funny.
that's that's one thing about him. Out of all other rappers, he's one of the gangster rappers that actually shows that he go to church. Like he go in there and get his word. You
But
know what I
in
mean?
the South, I think a lot of people, whether they broadcast it or not, is into religion because the hardships that people in the South had to really go through over the years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Faces like a
Hmm.
stronger, it's stronger ties to religion. I feel like in the South.
Dealing with Christianity anyway.
You see what I'm saying?
Because but he just showed that he was in church in Detroit. So like Boosie, he's a prayed up type gangster. Most niggas they on the show when they got pistols and shit in their hand, like they just the heartlessest motherfucker in the world. Like they ain't talking to
He had to
nobody.
go through some shit to understand, nigga. You gotta
He
leave.
right,
You got to leave that shit
for
alone.
sure.
Now
For
that he
sure.
went through that shit, he understand it. So he don't see himself just repeating that unless
Right.
that situation
Right.
show itself.
He came back and uh he working on himself. Everybody know Boo have his days or whatever, but on another note, nigga, he human, and plus, he do right. He fuck with his kids. You know what I mean? He even got them made them. He made their ass get up and go to church like on some grandma shit too. He don't play with them. Like
And he be on his kids.
yeah, he be on them. And you see, goddamn, Tuda graduated. Look, I mean, Aviana, she graduated. Like that boy ain't playing. He going by that old law. So I'm already knowing 9 times out of 10 when motherfuckers coming in the house with bad grades, it's you know what I mean. Motherfuckers know the assignment, right? You gonna get your ass towed up. So yeah, I commend Boosie on that. He really leading by example how motherfuckers need to uh
Man, I was gonna say that you
like
get that right
yeah,
out.
he's leading by example. He's showing them like, okay, yeah, we can party and cuss and glorify the streets, but at the same time, them children come first.
Man, I feel like when it comes to Boosie and in the industry, I feel like he's showing these street niggas what you need to do to
Hmm.
be able to enjoy the shit you work for. You gotta cut a lot of dumb shit out.
Yeah, yeah.
You see Boosie not go out a lot. So he be like, fuck it, wow, I'm gonna go out now. I got 80, 85, 90 acres out this motherfucker. I'm gonna have a party at the crib.
Right at the spot.
The fuck, it's gonna be liver than that shit because we can do
And
that.
I'm gonna he gonna get a bag off of it.
Yeah, so it's like he just moved different, man.
Yeah, and he gonna get a bag off of it. So
And a
yeah,
lot of rappers need to take heed to how Boosie moved because he done been through all the bullshit.
right.
He was fortunate enough to come home and not lose everything, build himself back up from all the shit he lost, and get back to a point where he feel like he back in control of all the shit he got going on.
Right. Facts.
Like everybody ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
But he did it and he made it look effortless because goddamn, he came home, that nigga was on the road. Chum, chum, chum. Nigga Boosie so much of a hustler where the average niggas wouldn't have showed up doing those shows while they gotta sit in a wheelchair with their leg cocked up.
Hell no.
Like they're not doing that.
No. Hell no.
So I respect his grind and his will to put certain things to the side. Like I even heard this nigga on the interview talk about how he don't go to Baltimore and do shows no more because he was into it with a real nigga that's really one of them niggas out there. And they was really getting into real shit out there, like shootouts and shit. Every time he came through, used to type shit, nigga. And he said, nigga, he stopped doing shows and even going out there because it wasn't about being scared. He just don't want to keep repeatedly putting his people's
right
way. And niggas got to understand that part, man.
Mm-hmm. It ain't about you being scared. It's about making better decisions. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
That nigga say that shit meant everything. I had way more, my respect level for Boosie went out the meter at the hearing. Because all these rappers I done followed since I was a kid, you don't never really hear these niggas tell you shit like that.
No, they don't. They just they that's how you know some of these motherfuckers' life to be all cap, cause
it gotta be. Cause
why no in the hell
you want to get rich and increase your gangbang.
Right. And put more shit on your record. Violent shit at that.
Your ass wasn't in the car with 3-4 shooters every day, nigga, before you got this bag. Now all of a sudden you got to have 3-4 niggas all the time with fully automatic weapons.
Right.
Man, come on, man.
Make it make sense.
This shit is weird, man. Niggas is weird. And the industry is weird because whereas, you know, back in the day, certain shit just wasn't going to go because people would call you on it.
Facts.
Motherfuckers don't give a fuck now, so it don't matter.
No, it's no love boulevard everywhere, man. You know. But hey, man, that's all we got to give y'all on this episode, and it's time for that Culture for the Street. Y'all know the assignment. Y'all know what it is when y'all step in the building, smash that like button before you leave the trap.
Don't you leave up out this motherfucker until you get served.